Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Saundering Tarot. And once again, we'll be using an Oracle deck. If you don't recognize the backings, this is a Kickstarter deck. This is the Divina Serene Oracle deck by Christopher Lee. So just to show you a couple of images, this is one of the newer decks to me. Still in order, hasn't been shuffled. My ancestors keep calling for new decks, so you keep seeing new decks. But we're going to go back to a regular daily tarot reading spread, but we're going to use this Oracle deck and see what happens. Welcome back everyone, and this is your daily tarot reading for the 14th of February 2024, so happy Valentine's Day for those of you that celebrate. And another notification about this new Oracle deck: there is no numbers on it, so I will be foregoing the numerology portion for today's daily tarot reading. But let's see what we can get from this deck. The best part of your day. We start off with manifestation. I love this card, by the way. Meditation. The Moon. Mystery. And Nature. I just want to kind of call it now. It seems like there are gateways, pathways, portals opening up for you, or maybe you just, they've always kind of been there, but more like somebody's literally pointing at them for you. And if you watched yesterday's daily tarot reading, you know, I mentioned the ending of a cycle, transitioning to the new, getting the next one up and running. That seems to be kind of carrying over here. In stillness and in silence, connecting to our higher self, we're able to sort through all the emotions that we can sit with, all the pathways we can take, all the things that we have literally the ability to create, want, dream, hope for. And amidst all that, the unknown, the terrifying, the inconceivable, we learn the nature of our reality, whether that is we're doing shadow work and we come to terms with something, which is fantastic because that means we've puzzled something out and we've understood it, or have learned something better about ourselves, or maybe our reality, how the world works. In this case, this feels more like a deep spiritual dive and learning where you need to go from here, or where we go to next. And if we have that idea of, hey, we're over here and we'd like to go over there, and not knowing how many milestones there are between here and there, like I said, it feels like gateways, portals opening up in stillness to show you the way. They just become illuminated. Whether or not you take them, it'll be, you know, something all on its own, but it's there, right for the picking. But you kind of have to hold still, get quiet, attempt to make the connection. Give it time to kind of suss it out. Okay, the worst part of your day: death and rebirth. Discipline. Doorway. Here you go. I said doorways, portals, gateways, pathways. We have dream. Yeah, some of you are probably having trouble transitioning, or not knowing how to get from point A to point B. It's this lovely, lovely doorway. You're being shown things. Maybe you've passed them up, didn't notice them the first time. Like I said, I feel like somebody's pointing at it. And it's really difficult to take notice with all the white noise, all everything happening. And if you've somehow missed it the first time, not realizing that, hey, there's an open door right there. You need to walk through it. As much as that is a problem in and of itself, especially if you are literally in the position of transitioning, it may take a bit for you to regain that self-discipline. Because that seems to be what you're lacking. That's what you're going to be struggling with. That way you can get that manifestation, the dream, that hope of the future on the other end that you're actually seeking. Okay. Okay. So, discipline being hard. We have the meditation card. Okay, so focus, being still, being quiet, giving yourself time to try to execute this. Yes, you may fail. You may fail right out the gate. You might get frustrated with it. You may not give it enough time. Because let's face it, if none of us are people that meditate on a daily basis or have a spiritual practice or anything like that, it's going to feel awkward the first time. It's also going to take a lot of time to forge that connection or reestablish that connection if it's something that we've walked away from for quite some time. Just a little note. Okay. Obstacle, how to get over the obstacle. We have quite a bit here, so bear with me. We have abundance, balance, beauty, blessings, peace, patience, nurturing, new beginnings, grace, gratitude, guardian, guidance, acceptance, action, adventure, angel, love, luck, justice, compassion, confidence, connection, courage, creativity, crystal spirit, and dance. Okay. Like I said, there's either a portal, gateway, pathway that's been highlighted for you. It's actually it's a blessing. You're actually being sent this, especially signs in of abundance or to your abundance. The universe is trying to create not only a balance, but for some of you it's to right a wrong. Karmic rewards, that kind of thing coming in, or wish fulfillment coming in. And we see it right here in our New Beginnings card. That gateway, that portal, that transition, that fresh start that I said that earlier yesterday is due to kick off, or you're trying to launch. And that's something that, of course, it takes time. This is not an overnight thing. It's going to take a bit, especially if you are required to close out the previous cycle. Some of you are having to do shadow work in order to get that new transition, or get a certain door highlighted and open so you can walk through it, a different portal, a different path for you to take. Others of you, that's merely just you needing to acknowledge your own abundance and be grateful for it, for what you have. You're very much protected at this time, however. So as much as some of you might be worrying about certain things, or maybe even scared, hesitant. Remember, we had the mystery card. We already had the moon card. You're being guided. It's okay. You're not alone. You have those there to back you up. You have, you know, not just your self, your family, those that you know in the 3D realm. You have those in the second dimension. You have your spirit team. And they're literally probably the ones trying to send you the signs, going, hey, this over here. And they're pointing. So beware signs and synchronicities right now. And I know somebody out there is probably going, hey, Celeste, it's Valentine's Day and I'm single as fuck. What do you mean? There's abundance, there's joy, there's gateway. Where? Beware signs and synchronicities. Open your eyes, open your perception more. I mean, we have the meditation card here for a reason. You have to accept the guidance. You have to accept the signs. You have to accept the way that you're being shown before you're actually able to put it in action. To take that new adventure, to leap forward through that doorway, that portal, that gateway, whatever is opening up for you, whether that's a new cycle or literally a doorway perhaps. You have opportunities coming, and that is your karmic abundance, karmic payback that's being sent your way. And I say sent your way, and I mentioned Spirit Team for a reason. We have the Angel card here. It is being guided to you, not only just the abundance, but luck and love as well. Which is always nice to see love on the table for Valentine's Day. St. Patty's is also not that far around the corner, so we have luck as well, but it just feels like you have more power behind the throne here, helping you on. We have justice here, karmic balance, karmic debt, things coming back into balance, things circling back around, whether you missed it the first time or it's just things being called in and being brought to you. Okay, some of you might have felt a little harsh to your own self, maybe beating yourself up. Unhappy with your current status quo in some format. Remember to be kind to yourself. Things are never permanent. Things are always changing. And here we see a new gateway, portal, beginning, transition, a new phase of life, a new chapter. And if you're having doubts and you can't show yourself compassion, please remember that it takes a bit to have the right connections, to see them, to be able to walk confidently forward. Or even with courage, because some of those are really unknown. They're really scary. And all we can do is create the best out of any situation. So as much as Spirit is guiding you, protecting you, don't forget to do that to yourself or for yourself. We're all about slowing down, getting still, seeing what there is, what openings there are, what pathways there are, what is available to us, where do we want to go, how do we get there, what is our dream, can we make it a reality, how do we make it a reality? And that's no small thing to create, to manifest, to call in karmic debt or karmic abundance. And we have to meet the universe halfway. Justice. We have to pay our dues before the universe will pay out. Why? Because the universe loves balance, reciprocation. If things are out of balance, or if you are out of balance, it's a little hard for you to receive. And for those of you that may need it, we have Crystal Spirit here. Whether this is literally an abundance of crystal or energy in a certain frequency that we are receiving, for most part of this is the highest energy I get for the collective, is that when it comes to forging those connections or having courage moving forward, another form of guidance that you can actually hold on to and carry with you is crystals themselves. So please do some research on what crystals may be best for your meditation practice, or if you are trying to connect to or manifest a certain area that is highly specific, please do a little bit of looking into certain stones that may aid you in that. That might actually free up some of the energy. We have the Dance card. Dance is about, upping your vibration, but also movement. Dance usually has a rhythm, a flow. And for some of us, getting into the flow or staying into the flow is really hard, especially when it comes to things like a spiritual practice and meditation. Like I said, it's not always easy if you don't do that already and haven't for quite some time. Hence why we have discipline in the worst part of our day. That is something we're going to struggle with. So perhaps we need a focus stone. Perhaps to get us more in the mood, we need a specific music, specific frequency. Or maybe there's a certain crystal we need to hold as we meditate. Remember, we can take in energy from a certain crystal, and we can also release from a certain crystal. Maybe we need to. Okay, so maybe some assistance in that area. Okay. Well, that's definitely interesting. I like the fact that things are opening up. I think I'd rather hear that than everything closing down and being retrograde and things like that. But it's up to you whether or not you identify the right connections. If you step through the right area, make the right choices, see the right pathways. And like I said, beware of signs and synchronicities. You may end up seeing several angel numbers, feathers, butterflies, or just maybe a repeat word or name coming back to you, or even just an animal you see over and over and over again. Maybe a totem, a power animal to call on to. Whatever you're being given, start to take notice of it, especially if it's something that you see on repeat. Be curious. Examine as much as you can. Evaluate it. See what it's trying to tell you. Learn from it. Try not to automatically go to ignorance and fear, simply because that will keep you stuck. Alright, and I am foregoing the numerology, remember. So, for your astrology for the day, if I can get on the right screen, Mars in Aquarius conjuncts Pluto in Aquarius. The future can be much more important to you. You can feel motivated to take action. Be passionate. May pursue transformations that can catapult you to your dreams. Yes, finding pathways, doorways, portals into the future, what we want to manifest, new chapters. The moon enters Taurus. Focus on an area of your life that could use more stability. Figure out small ways to improve it, and fairly quickly. Okay. Meditation. Crystals. Certain frequencies. Even movement. Like I said, we have the dance card. And that taps into a higher vibration, higher frequency, movement, getting into the flow. So maybe we just, I don't know, do a little jig. Take that part as it resonates. Alright, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for today. And if any of this resonated for you, by all means, give me 2 thumbs up. Let me know that you did indeed resonate with the reading, or let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!